You know what? I need my girls with me. Okay, Karen, you fellas, come on. Let's do this. Let's do it.
Okay, remember, be strong.
I love you guys. Don't get in your voicemail.
Don't leave him.
Hey, Jan, it's me, Michael. I'm just calling to say that I think we need a little break permanently. And I know everybody said this, but I want to remain friends, or at least business associates who get along. Oh, just so you know, it's not me, it's you. Okay, buddy. Somebody just walked in. I have to go. So I'll talk to you later.
Michael, I was really unhappy with. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, from you. Want to grab some dinner?
Me, Michael.
Oh, yeah.
I'm calling to say that I think we need a little break permanently. And I know everybody said this, but maybe some Italian or Chinese. Get along. I'll just like.
Alright. Alright, so basically, my how-to speech is going to be how to break up with someone. For me, just, how many of you guys have seen The Office? Alright, awesome. You guys have great taste in TV shows. So, okay, another question. How many of you guys have been broken up with, or broken up with somebody through text message, through phone call, through social media? Come on, I know this has to be more than that. You guys are definitely trying to hide it. Alright, cool. Alright, well, either way, this speech is basically going to be me trying to tell you guys how you can effectively break up with someone without having so much damage. A big thing inside this day and age, we use our cell phones for everything. You know, we use it to communicate with everybody, and sadly we use it to break up with people sometimes. Or it's used on us to be broken up with. Just start off with, I have not gone through some like terrible breakup before I did this. Alright, so please don't think that's the reason why I'm choosing this topic. But okay. Alright, so when you should break up with somebody. I'm basically just going to go through the fundamentals of when you should do it, how you should do it, and where you should do it. Because, I'm sorry, but a lot of people don't really know what to do when it comes to breaking up. So when you should do it, you should start thinking about doing it when you start to think about somebody else. If you see that you're spending a lot of time with that person, but when you're with them, you're thinking about somebody else, or checking somebody else out, like I'm sure you guys have seen this picture before. You know, that's when you should kind of start to think, okay, maybe this is it. Maybe I should start thinking about leaving. And when you see yourself reactivating your Tinder account, that's like a surefire sign. Definitely break up with them. And again, also, you know, if you start to be annoyed by them, which nowadays, that's a big thing. When you start to lose interest for somebody, you just tend to kind of just get annoyed by them. You stop talking to them. You know, that's really not the best way you should go about it. That leads me on to this one. Do's and don'ts of breaking up. So, as you guys can definitely see, there's a lot more don'ts than there are do's. So, for your don'ts, the first part of this is actually going to be what you shouldn't say to them. Don't tell them, it's not you, it's me. I want to stay friends. You know, let's continue talking. I can't do it now, I'm not into the right mindset. I love you as a friend. Maybe sometimes in the future, stay away from these lines. You're leading the person on. When you're doing that, you know, I'm sure there have been some of you guys, I'm not going to ask you guys because that's personal, but I'm sure there are some of you guys who have gone through a breakup and they've either used the excuse or you've used the excuse on them. You know, I don't love myself right now, so I can't love you, which is, you know, that's a completely fine excuse, but at the same time, you should kind of stay away from those. When you're doing stuff like that, you're putting the other person to the mindset, okay, well, if I wait out for them, eventually they'll come back to me. You shouldn't do that, you're leading them on. So, another part of the don'ts, do not ghost. I'm sure you guys all know about this term. It's when you drop off the radar, you stop talking to them, you stop messaging them. You know, just kind of stay away from that. it definitely makes things worse, and you're basically just prolonging the breakup when you can just do it right away and just get it over with. Don't continue to talk to them when you break up. When you break up with them, give them some time to themselves. You know, you kind of want to sever that bond that you have with them, give them time to recuperate and just move on. If you're on top of them, you know, I want to break up, and then you continue to talk to them all the time, you're not giving them a chance to really get over it. In their mind, okay, you want to break up with me, but you're still talking to me on an everyday basis. You know, it's all goes along with leading people on. And other dudes, you know, be respectful when you're doing it. You definitely don't want to be disrespectful to them. You know, do it in person. I always like to say, you know, try and go somewhere a little more public when you're doing it. It definitely it just helps out. And again, stay away from excuses. We should get over here from zones. All right, where? Public places are definitely where you want to be. Do not go to the person's house, because that just, you're basically opening up the chance for them to go crazy. And I'm not saying that your significant other is going to be crazy, but there's just a high possibility they're going to be crazy. You know, you don't want to be at their house where they have weapons. You know, I say you probably prefer to be outside in public, and it kind of stops them from really wanting to go too crazy. It might even say, for the guys, it might save you a slap to the face. I'm just saying, when you're in public, they'll do whatever the hell they want to. Also, do not drive them. Wherever you decide to say you want to meet up, give them a public place. If they ask, okay, cool, are you going to come pick me up? Say, oh no, I'm actually already inside the area. If you just want to meet me there. If you're going to drive them, imagine you're breaking up with somebody and then you have to go through a 15-20 minute drive home with them. Do you really want to be driving and you got somebody crying in your passengers, inside the passenger seat? It's awkward, it's terrible, it's just a terrible experience to go through. How? This one's simple. Do it in person. Stay away from social media. You know, I have plenty of friends who have been broken up with, or are broken up with people by just deleting all their pictures of each other on each other's social media, and then you just text them like, you know, why are none of our pictures up anymore? And the only response that they get is because I think we're done. How messed up is that? Yeah, all of you guys are probably like, that can't be serious, but it's happening. You know, I actually looked through my pictures because I actually saved some of the screenshots of the conversations, but I couldn't find them because I just got new phone. And I've actually followed through all this. You know, I was raised with my parents to always be a gentleman when it comes to taking out a girl, but also when it comes to breaking up with them. And actually, by doing this, I've actually managed to stay friends with just about all of my exes. And I actually do have a couple pictures of them, but I didn't want to add them on because it's a little weird. So, but pretty much, yeah. And so basically, if you just kind of follow the steps, you know, be respectful, don't use your phone, you know, go in person, stay public. You know, you should definitely be able to salvage some type of relationship with them, where they just be friendly, or if you're just cordial to each other. You don't have to be afraid if you're walking through campus that if you're gonna see them, now you gotta run and hide. You know, you wanna be able to see them, you know, you can say hi, how are you doing, then you just keep going, all right? So now sources is just myself and my past experiences. My father, one, just because the way he raised me, and then also, my father is the bad kind of guy. Like, he's got a girlfriend every week, so I kind of learned what not to do from him as well. And then also from this side right over here, it's the Atlanta Black Star, basically just telling you all your tips of breaking up with somebody. And it's good for girls and guys. And then, of course, the YouTube video to show you guys the office. But if you guys were watching the office, then you already know how it goes. All right, thank you so much.